What is the best investment advice you've ever received? What would you say?
I think the best investment advice I've ever received is the fact that we are in the business of taking risk. And so if you want to produce return, you have to be willing to take risk and you have to be willing to analyze and mitigate that risk the best you can and to make sure that the return potential of an investment is equal to the risk, but you can't avoid risk.
Okay. Now, what do you think the most common mistake investors make generally?
I think the most common mistakes is following the herd and just doing what everybody else is doing and not making sure that an investment is appropriate for your institution and making sure that the analysis that someone else has done is not appropriate for you or is not congruent with the way you think about the world. I think there are a million ways to make money. I think there are a million strategies that can work. Not every investment is consistent with your strategy. And so I think there's a lot of herd mentality, and that's a huge mistake that happens.
Let's suppose your oldest child came to you and said, I made $100,000 by doing something creative. I invented a company or I did something. I have $100,000. What should I do with $100,000?
I would tell her to go to a professional that deals with retail investors and make sure she invested. I would also, quite honestly, she needs to invest in her future. Young people need to invest in their future. And for different young people, it's different things. My daughter wants to be a lawyer. She should pay for law school, right? That's a great use of that capital. Other people aren't sure what they want to do and they need to park it someplace while they think about it. They should go to a talented individual who is very good at retail investing and have them invest their money for them until they figure out what they need to use it for.
And if somebody was looking to invest in the area, let's suppose the person with $100,000, is there one thing you would say absolutely do not invest in? This is something you should absolutely avoid. Is the worst thing to do with your money right now? Is there one area like that?
I think the answer to that question is, do they need that $100,000 to live? Or is that $100,000, whether they keep it or not, it doesn't matter. If you need that $100,000 to live, you should not be investing in cryptocurrency, right? It is way too volatile. If you don't need it to live and this is just play money, perhaps you should invest in it. It depends on your risk tolerance. I think that there are absolutely investments that certain people should not be doing. But many of those same investments, somebody who has a really high risk tolerance, they should take a chance.